Hello, BookTube. This is my reading TBR for October. Now, October is going to be a really fun reading month for me. We have one of the biggest BookTube reading events of the year, and that is Victober. Now, I am no newbie to Victober. I've been doing Victober every year since 2019. So this will be my sixth year doing Victober. Now, I wasn't on BookTube last year when I done Victober, but I every year I do I don't know, whatever. But last year I did do the works of Elizabeth Gaskell, and so I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing. Pretty much, I do have a couple ideas for what the books I'm going to be doing this month, but I've done a lot of the main ones. I've read your George Eliot's. I've read all of her novels. I've done Hardy. I've read all of Hardy's novels. I haven't read much Anthony Trollope, so he's always on the, what could be next. Same as Wilkie Collins. I've only read The Moonstone and The Woman in White, so he's up for grabs. I've done Sherlock. So anyway, I'm not new to Victorian literature, but I do have a couple things I do and do for Victober. I've got two things. I want to do, speaking of Miss Elliot, I do want to do a reread of Middlemarch. Middlemarch is probably my second or first favourite English novel. It's up there with Moby Dick, and that is some tough competition, but I love Middlemarch. I read it last year again. This will be the third time I've read Middlemarch. It's too relatable, and I love it. It's a diva. I don't know what I mean to say. So I'm reading that, and I do want to do The Great Godpan and Other Horror Stories by Arthur Machen too. I haven't read any Arthur Machen yet, and I feel like it's time I do it. And I know nothing. I'm going in completely blind with Arthur Machen. So I know he's a horror writer. That's literally it. I don't know if he's like M.R. James. Like I think Machen's a bit different, but that's probably a really bad comparison. But I'm going to be going some Arthur Machen too. And then that's really like my main two stuff I do want to do for Victober. I may sneak in a Wilkie Collins too, just why not? And I know a lot of people doing Dracula too, and there's a lot going on. It's Victober, what do you mean to say? But I do want to do those two books at least in Middlemarch. So that's Victober. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm also picking up Montaigne again. Montaigne, everyone's favorite essayist, inventor of the essay. Thank you very much. I've been reading these on and off for God knows how long now. I'm nearly 500 pages in. I'm up to in the collection here. I'm up to an apology for Raymond Sebond, which I'll read today, and is insanely long. I don't know what it's about, so I'm excited. Montaigne is good for the soul. I love Montaigne. As you can see, I've tabbed a lot of my favorite essays. Ignore these two. I had to use different sticky notes, and I'll just cut them when I want to. We'll worry about that later. I'll just rip them off if I'm being honest. But so I'm doing an essay by Montaigne every day. I've been doing it since yesterday. I picked it back up and I was like, it's time to go back to Montaigne. And I don't know what you want me to say. It's Montaigne's essays. It's incredible. And so I will keep marching through this. Again, I'm 500 pages in or whatever. I will also continue reading the Robert Alter translation of the Old Testament. And here, a bit heavy, but I do have with me today the prophets and the writings. Oh my god, yeah, the writings. Now, I've read the Torah. I've just told you I've done that before. I'm up to Ruth today, which is my favorite book of the Bible, and I've been putting it off all day because I can't wait to read the notes too, so that's going to be lovely. But I'm just going to do a book of the Bible, the Old Testament a day. Why not? Just slowly make my way through it. I love it. What do you mean to say? It's so entertaining, and I really am enjoying it. So I'm up to Ruth if you want to join in and do it every day with me. In saying that, we do have my poor neglected William Tyndale here. I have been meaning to keep up with Mr. Tyndale, but I just haven't. And I feel bad. I'm a bit through Matthew right now, and I love Tyndale, and I feel like I need to keep reading Tyndale because the more I read, the more I get a hang of the font and language, and I've showed you what it looks like before. But I can do it. I know I can do it, but it's just sitting down and at least trying, get a bit of a Tyndale a day would be lovely. And so those are the main books I'm going to be doing. Talia from Talia Nerds Out is doing a detective book club, and I am here to do some Georgia Hare. I don't know what mysteries I'm going to do from her yet, some detective stuff, but I do want to do some Hare mysteries because I love Hare. Hare is one of my favorite writers ever. I love her to death, and you can't just not do her romances if you're going to pick up a mystery. You have to sneak in a romance, and I don't know what one yet. I don't know what mystery, but I will be joining in and reading Georgia Hare too for the next couple months. But yeah, that was just a quick what's on the docket for what I'm going to be reading in October. Let me know what you think about the books I've mentioned, and yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.